From Assembly Hall after another IU win, I'm Alden Woods. This is Sam Beisheisen. This is Casey Kujewski. We just saw IU beat Rutgers 72-64. I kind of hope you weren't watching the game because it was pretty dull. It was kind of boring. We didn't really see a whole lot happen in this game. Not a lot of offensive firepower or anything. Sam, what did you see?
The game got exciting down the stretch, kind of. I think it was tied 52, 52, 54, 54,
52, 52.
with about 7.5 minutes left. Indiana was kind of at that point where it was like, oh wow, Rutgers might beat you guys. You need to do something. And that something was get a few defensive stops, which is something Indiana has not done over the last two games at all. But James Blackman Jr. said they talked about in the huddle, and basically, loose translation, hey guys, it's Rutgers, let's stop them. Let's stop them. And they did enough. They got a few defensive stops. Nick Zeisloft hit 2 threes, one that cut the lead down from like 7. No, one gave them the lead, and one
Gave
gave them
them
a
the lead, and
7-point
then
lead.
extended it to 7. Yeah.
So there was a little stretch there where Indiana's offense just woke up, really, and then the defense took care of business, which is something it really hasn't done, like I said, and then they hit their last 10 free throws, 10 of 10 from the line to seal the deal against another Rutgers team that continues to be bullied and pushed around by the Big Ten, unless you're Wisconsin without Frank Kaminsky. Now they've lost 6 in a row, and Eddie Jordan just looks sad.
Yeah, it's really easy to. You said they kind of had this like offensive explosion. They played really well on defense. It's really easy to play well on defense when you're playing against Rutgers, who, by all accounts, is the worst team in the Big Ten, except for record. I think they're
They're
third.
better than Penn
Third,
State.
they're ahead of Penn State, and I believe Northwestern. That's probably changed now. I haven't seen their scores, but Rutgers is a terrible team, except for Miles Mack, who scored 18 points in the second half today. When the second half started, Miles Mack came out. He hit a three, and another one, and another one, and another one, and then he was fouled on a three and made all 3 free throws. Um, he was really, really good, and then for some reason Rutgers stopped giving him the ball. He scored 15 points, and then he scored 3 more in the last 15 minutes of the half. And if you're Rutgers, you don't really have a whole lot of opportunities to go to Indiana and beat Indiana, because this is the first time you ever played at Indiana. So you have to take. I don't get it. It makes me so mad. What? Don't be dumb, Eddie Jordan. Give him the ball.
No, exactly. I completely. I mean, that basically sums it up. Like Miles Mack needed to be touching the ball every possession for their team. He's the smallest guy on the floor, but he was the most effective. That includes Yogi Ferrell. I mean, Miles Mack couldn't miss for a stretch there. He hit. Did he hit 4 in a row? Or
He hit 4 in a row and then was fouled and hit 3 free throws.
Right.
7 in a row.
Yeah. So that's. I mean, there's no explanation for not giving him the ball. Rutgers looked stagnant at times. And this was actually kind of a breath of fresh air because I think part of it was due to Indiana's defense playing pretty well. Again, granted it's a bad team in Rutgers, but I think it was a big confidence booster for the Hoosiers to play someone that they could stop.
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen that in the past couple games, both losses.
It came at a really good time for Indiana. And there's also lineup change today. Curveball.
Yeah.
Indiana elected to not start Troy Williams or Rob Johnson. That came out of just left field. Whether or not it was Tom Crean making a statement, he said it wasn't, or just for whatever reason, Indiana decided to start Yogi Ferrell, James Blackman Jr., Nick Zeisloft, Stanford Robinson. That was a weird one, and then Colin Hartman.
Starting center Colin Hartman.
So that was a weird, different lineup. Nick Zeisloft got in really, really early foul trouble, kind of like Connor Mascara-Perea did. He was out after 3 minutes. So Troy got in almost instantly. So it's kind of like the band got back together. Rob Johnson might still not be 110% from that mysterious injury that we still don't know for sure what it was.
Cheerleader gate.
Yeah, cheerleader gate. So it was weird. It didn't really mean anything at the end of the day. They went back to their original starting lineup to start the second half. So at the end of the day, it was kind of weird. Just another curveball. You can't just have another day in the ballpark here.
No, and Troy Williams played really well in this game. I'm looking at his stats right now. 14 points, 12 rebounds, 5 of 9 from the field, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. And Tom Crean said he had a double-double, but he had an Indiana triple-double, and everybody kind of cringed. Indiana likes to keep track of deflections, how many times a defensive player just literally touches the ball. Troy Williams had 11 of those, so Tom Crean said he had an Indiana triple-double today, which is weird, Tom.
Yeah, no one cares about that.
Nobody knows what that is.
I care enough about it. I just don't. I want to know the truth of that stat.
I feel like they give deflections just for being in good position or something like that. I feel like every deflection is not an actual deflection.
Okay.
Like getting the hand up on defense seems like it should be a deflection for Indiana. They're so loose with that stat.
it's definitely it's an important stat, kind of, sort of, in a made-up thing. I mean,
Points are an important stat.
points are more important.
Rebounds.
You don't win very many games by deflection. I
Turnovers.
wonder what if we looked at all the deflections, right? Is the league leaders in deflections the league leaders in record?
No. Okay. That'll do it.
Trying
for
to
us.
start a
That'll do
conversation.
it for us here. When we're talking about deflections and how they correlate to wins, that will do it for us. Again, Alden Woods, Sam Beisheisen, Casey Gajewski. Read our stuff on idsnews.com right now and pick up a paper on Monday and throughout the week. We will be with you guys again Tuesday when IU goes to Wisconsin. We will not be going to Wisconsin because it's really far away and it's really cold and really close to Canada. And oh, right, I'm in school. We have school, so we will not be making that trip, but we will still be watching the game along with you guys, tweeting with you, and then probably doing one of these talking too much. So in the meantime, bye.